Hello everybody, my name is Tyler Krompiatek, and today we're going to learn about groups and restrictions. In a previous video we already learned how to create groups, so I won't be going into that. The tools used in this video may be helpful for a professor that is teaching a merged course. Some material is specifically for one of the courses over the other. For example, you're teaching a 400 level course and a 700 level course, but you have stuff that's for the 400 level course and only the 400 level course. Maybe you're trying to differentiate between several groups of students, for example, face-to-face or online only, or maybe you've created several versions of a quiz or exam and want to ensure that only a specific group of students get a specific exam and other students receive the other versions of the exam. Restrictions in particular are useful because it prevents students not in the specified group from seeing them. So a few notes before we get started. I'm already signed into my course and have created several items including gradebook items, assignments, drop boxes, and discussion boards. As the process for creating a release condition is very similar across all items, I will only focus on gradebook items and quizzes, as these may be the most useful items to do these types of release conditions. Finally, note that I already have two groups set up, one for my face-to-face students and one for my online-only students. So let's get started. The first thing I will do is I will go to my gradebook right here under grades. And you'll note that I already have a few things graded in my faux course here. But I also have a category called Qs, which I'm using for my quizzes, and I have Q1 online only and Q1 F2F. However, right now both my online only students and my F2F students can see these. So what I want to do is I want to restrict this grade so that only the online students can see the online grade and only the F2F students can see the F2F grade. So when you're creating this type of grading system, make sure in your grade book you have selected already drop ungraded items. If you put it as ungraded items at 0, both of these items will still get calculated for each student, regardless if they're in the online only or the face-to-face group. So I'll go and click on the drop-down arrow right here, click on Edit, and then I'll go to Restrictions. In Restrictions, when you scroll down a little bit, it might be at the bottom for you, is Release Conditions. I'm going to click on Create and Attach, which will bring up this new pop-up window that says Create a new release condition. Release this item with the following condition is met. As I want this condition type to be for my groups, I'll click on the Select Condition Type right here, go to Class List, and click on Group Enrollment. Then under Condition Details, this changed a little bit. Where there was nothing, now there's Group, and then Select Group. And I'll choose my online only group, as this is my online only quiz. I'll hit Create. And then I have only this one restriction, so this drop down doesn't really mean much. If I have two or more restrictions, you might want to say any condition must be met. Otherwise, the student has to be in the online only group and whatever other group that you have selected with this one. I'll hit Save and Close. And then I'll quickly go through and do the same thing with my F2F. Now keep in mind that I only did this for the grade, not the quizzes. I have to go in and do that separately. So I'll go do that now. I'll go to Quizzes. And as you can see, I have several quizzes, one for my Quiz 1 and one for my Quiz 1 online. I'll start with the Quiz 1 online. I'll click on the drop down to the right of it, click on Edit, go to Restrictions. Except this time, instead of going to Create and Attach, I'll do Attach Existing. And D2L will remember that I have a restriction for my class lists. I'll click on the checkbox for whole class online only. As you can see, it did remember that I had my restriction. I'll just hit Save. I will go and quickly do the other quiz off screen so that you guys don't have to watch through it. Now I will show you what the student will see. I have my one student, KP student, which is my faux student account that is in, I believe, the online only group. And I have Maya Boxer, which is another faux student account that I have access to, which is in the face-to-face course. I'll quickly bring up those windows. Both of my students are in the main page for this course. So what I'm going to do is click on Quizzes for both of them. And as you can see, my KP student, which is online, only sees the online quiz, and my other student only sees the F2F quiz. If I go to grades, Maya Boxer can only see the F2F quiz grade, and KP student can only see the online only quiz grade. However, another useful tip with groups, go through the class list based on groups by going to View By and clicking on Groups, and then hitting Apply. And you can select face-to-face or online only, and you can see that it did change. Thank you for joining me today, and if you have any other questions or comments, please contact the ITS Help Desk at helpdesk@canisius.edu. Have a great rest of your day.